This is RAF Benson, located in Newham, near Wallingford, South Oxfordshire, England, home to the last remaining UK-based Royal Air Force Puma HC2 medium support helicopter. At the end of March 2025, the last 5 remaining Puma will be withdrawn from operations after almost 54 years of service. Today, 26th of March, the first of 3 farewell flights will be mounted. RAF Benson will fly 2 consecutive days of farewell flights, flying 3 Puma HC2. A third flight of 2 Puma HC2 will fly over Cyprus on 27th of March 2025 by pilots assigned to 84 Squadron RAF Akrotiri. The 2 days of consecutive flights from RAF Benson are organised to honour the Puma's remarkable service, which began in 1971. The helicopter crews of 33 Squadron, flying the last UK-based Pumas, will follow a flight route which will take them over RAF bases, key landmarks and past UK operational areas. March 31st will see the permanent grounding of the last remaining 17 Royal Air Force Puma HC2. They will join the 6 of the choppers grounded several years earlier. The withdrawal of these helicopters, announced by the Labour government 20th of November 2024, was part of cost-saving measures. It immediately raised concerns as to the state of the country's military airlift capability. Secretary of State for Defence John Healey stated the scrapping of outdated platforms would save the Ministry of Defence £150 million over the next 2 years and up to £500 million over the coming 5 years. It was actually the Labour government in 2007 who authorised the UK Ministry of Defence to award Eurocopter, now Airbus helicopters, but contract in 2007 to upgrade its outdated Puma HC1 helicopters, resulting in the eventual upgrading of 24 Puma HC1 to a HC2 standard under a Life Extension Programme, or LEP. One of these HC2 was unfortunately lost in operations in Afghanistan. The first upgraded HC2s entered service in 2012, with the last of the 24 HC2s entering service in 2015. The LEP was to extend the service life of the HC2 by between 13 to 14 years. In the final agreement, the service life would end for all 23 HC2 helicopters on 31st of March 2025. Interestingly and surprisingly, the aircraft flight hours and maintenance history were not taken into account. This is normally a key metric in aviation to establish projected operational longevity of aircraft airframes and engines. In 2023, the UK government revealed plans to update the remaining 23 Puma HC2 under the Puma HC2 Follow-on Support Arrangement PP3 CV VTN. The follow-on support arrangement never actually materialised. The issue for me is a complete withdrawal from service of all the Puma HC2. The UK government and MOD at this point haven't yet confirmed a Puma HC2 replacement for the RAF operations in the UK, citing the delay is partly due to an ongoing comprehensive defence spending review. However, I do know a tender was issued by the MOD in February 2024 for a new medium helicopter, or NMH. The tender is thought to be for an initial purchase of 14 aircraft. It's unclear how many the RAF actually needs to cover all its operational needs. Unsurprisingly, there has not been a rush from aviation manufacturers to try and outbid each other for the tender. If there are any formal applications in 2025 from aviation manufacturers, these will be kept secret due to sensitive information raised during the process. At a cost of £320 million, it only covered services from 1st of April 2025 to 31st of March 2028. Once again, the updating plan did not take into account each individual aircraft flight hours as a key metric. This NMH replacement delay will surely leave the United Kingdom with a significantly reduced airlift capability for several years to come. It should be noted that replacement aircraft for the Cyprus and Brunei Puma HC2 operations will be taken on with 6 Jupiter Airbus H145 helicopters. However, it is already reported that an active operational status for these aircraft could be delayed by 9 months and very likely won't be in place until mid-2026. The RAF's overall helicopter lift capability has shockingly reduced even further in 2025. The UK has also axed 14 of its existing heavy lift CH-47 Chinook helicopters, amounting to a loss of 25% of the entire fleet. There are plans to replace these with 14 new CH-47 extended range variants. Delivery from Boeing isn't expected to at least 2027. A Puma pilot flying on the Cyprus farewell flights was asked, "What is a Puma like to fly?" His answer, "It's a lot like driving a sports car. It's a fantastically manoeuvrable helicopter. It enjoys going fast, climbing and descending in fun and imaginative ways." Clearly, for me at least, the axe has fallen far too early for these reliable, hard-working Puma HC2. The UK military will now see a significant reduction in its helicopter airlift capacity over the next 2 years or so. No doubt the UK will have to rely on her allies for certain troop transfers and deployments, as well as supporting its medium to heavy lifting requirements. In a final twist to this story, and proof many of the Puma HC2 are still airworthy, after all, they would not suddenly break down and stop flying after 31st of March. It's now reported that the United Kingdom will provide Ukraine with between 8 and 10 Puma HC2 transport helicopters. Although not officially confirmed at this point, it is a big win for Ukraine and a loss for the UK. It's very likely the Puma HC2 sent to Ukraine will ironically be selected on the least flying hours and maintenance history. The Ukrainians therefore will receive dependable, well-maintained aircraft, loved by their previous crews. The Ukrainians will no doubt appreciate the gifting of these fantastic helicopters, which will give the Puma HC2 a new lease of life, rewarding the Ukrainians with many more years of service. Thanks for watching.
Nathan's got off the